Welcome back to the channel, guys. It is a significantly different start to what we're used to having today. We are straight in against Napoli in the Coppa Italia semi-finals, second leg. Of course, if you remember rightly, we drawed the first leg 2-2, I believe it was, so we went into this one today needing goals. Now, I mentioned in the last episode about trying different formations and the 4-1-4-1 being, in my opinion, figured out. Teams found how to play against us and so on and so on. So we have gone for a change today. We're actually running 4-3-3, but it's not the attacking variant, it's the false 9. And Napoli get a goal back there, so still work to do in this one. But yeah, we've gone with the false 9 and we'll just see how it plays out. This doesn't look good though. Have we undone all of our work? Oh, that's gone just wide there, so close. End of the first half now. As I believe, watching this, we are 2-1 up. It ended up 2-1 as well, so obviously the second half was pretty dull. But that is us through to the Coppa Italia finals. I believe it is the final. I don't think you can really tell from here, can you? Oh, maybe, if the screen stays on. I'm not going to cut it out just in case. Yeah, it's the final. We are in the final, predictably against Juve, but wow. Cup final in our first season, and Napoli, our bogey side, they've become over time. Beating them over 2 legs to get to the final is quite significant, actually. So it was a tight game with such a big prize at stake. Oh, absolutely. What do we feel made the difference? I'm going to go with game plan there, because it was that false 9, the 4-3-3. They could not cope with our players running past our centre forward, if you like. It really seemed to confuse their defence. A lot of potential in that system, a hell of a lot. I really liked it, but how proud are we to lead Roma out for the final? Well, in this save, this is our very first season as owners, as our manager of this club, so to be leading us out in a cup final in our first season goes far beyond anything that I was expecting, to be honest. And it is a chance for us to pick up a trophy in our first season. Absolutely unbelievable, really. I didn't catch that last question because I was rabbiting on too much. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, what a start to the episode. Unbelievable scenes. And we have Bologna coming up next in the league. We're still 6 points behind Inter at this point, and still really more than chasing Inter now. I think we're looking more over our shoulder at Juve, if I'm being honest. But I'm not too disheartened, and I'm not too upset even if Juve were to catch us and overtake us. And just confirmation here of the final. Because remember, we're only looking to finish top 6 in the league this season, and probably for the next few seasons to come. Like I've mentioned, it might be a turn off for some people, but I'm in this for the long term. I really want to build a club, not just a team, for a few seasons. So this is going to be a long career mode, and top 6 at the moment realistically is where we should be aiming. We're second at the moment, but you have to keep in mind we started with a good enough squad to be second, third, fourth. I never thought we were good enough to win the league, I will say that. I didn't expect it to be Inter either. I expected it to be Juve that would go ahead and win the league, and they still could. There's only 6 points in it. But yeah, when I picked up the squad and I looked and we played our first few games, I did get the feeling that we were a top 4 side. But what you have to understand about this career mode and what makes it different is, as every transfer window comes along, at the point that we are in our build at the moment, we're just going to continue to lose informed players. Clubs are going to want them. So it's going to get harder and harder and harder. So I think top 6 for the next few seasons is a more than realistic target. But that is what we used in the last game right there. 4-3-3, false 9, and I've got to say I loved it. I feel like we were as balanced as probably we've been, including when we were getting the results with the 4-1-4-1. I don't think we had as good a balance as we do with this formation. The way that I want to use it, we're going to be leaving Mickey and Pedro as it is at the moment up front with Mayoral. But we'll go into it in the lineups more. Now it's gone off the screen, it'll make more sense then. But yeah, I really, muscle memory, and of course I've played ahead. I know that I really liked that formation, that system, that way of playing, and it's going to be something that rolls on with us now. It's took 26 games to find it, which is probably not great really when you really sit and think about it, but hey, we are there now. I think that's what we're going to roll with. That will be our system, our identity in this save. Of course, over time, because the amount of seasons that we could do just to freshen it up, I might change it, but for the foreseeable, I believe that that's what we're going to be rolling. Now, in this episode today, we've got some big games. I would like to think that we could get March done, but again, as I said the last time we had a Europa League tie during the month, it really depends on what we decide to do and what result we get in the first leg with Porto. But after that, we really, if you're looking at strategy, forget Bologna a minute. That Porto game, if we want to go through, we are going to have to try and win that in one leg, because of course you see Juve there. Then we'd have to play Porto again, and then we've got the big derby against Lazio. So this is going to be a very interesting episode. It's a big month in this career. We're at the very sharp end of things now as well, so with that in mind, let's jump in and see what we're going to be getting up to next. And the decision that I made there was to go straight into the Bologna game, well, because we've got a lot of games, as you just saw on the calendar, in this month, and yeah, they're significant ones as well, so I just want to jump straight on into it. Now, we mentioned the 4-3-3 false 9. Obviously you guys didn't see the lineup in the last game because of it being the cup. So as I was mentioning, Mickey, Pedro and Mayoral are going to stay forwards no matter what. That's kind of our philosophy, if you like. That's what we've been doing from day one, no matter what formation we've used. So that sticks. In the midfield, we've got Veritout, who's kind of, he's got the best range of passing of anyone in the team, I feel, and he's almost our number 10, if you like. We want to get the ball to him to create opportunities and such things like that. You got Diawara, who's more like our number 6. He's my favourite player at the club in this position. I just feel like we've got more. He breaks things up really well. He does that better than anyone else at the club. He shields that back centre-back partnerships really well. Then you've got who's I see as our number 8. He's our box-to-box man, Villar. He's got the most stamina, it seems, of anyone in the team. So it makes sense that he would be the one getting up and down the pitch a lot. And then of course you've got the back four. We've got Spinazzola, Karsdorp. They're going to be running up and down the wings, giving us an overlap. Mkhitaryan and Pedro, their instructions are on cut inside. Mayoral's obviously playing the false 9. So yeah, it worked really well against Napoli, and that is a really good measuring stick because, well, you've seen what they've done to us this season. As for Bologna, they're going for the 4-2-3-1 narrow, which is notoriously for me difficult to break down, which is why I like it so much myself. You also got the striker up there, but you can have those 3 cams. I personally always use them on free roll, and it makes it really difficult for the opposition to know what to do about it, I feel. I don't think that Bologna will play it that way. You see that they're 10th in the league at the moment. It's a game that I'm feeling quite hopeful for after the last game against Napoli in the Cup. It is going to take us a few games to get to grips fully with this formation, of course. But I feel confident that we can go ahead and do that. As for Bologna's form, they've had 1 loss and 2 draws in their last 3. 2 of the games were at home. First one against Lazio, they lost 1-0. Then they went and drew 2-2 with Inter, which, let's face it, is a really positive result, I feel. And then they drawed 1-1 away at Sassuolo. So I would say they're not in bad form. They're obviously not setting the league alight, but they're a difficult side to beat, which goes hand in hand with what I was saying about the 4-2-3-1. Now, as for the game today, the way I'm expecting it to pan out, we're going to have to be patient, which is fine, because with the away side as well, it's really Bologna that have got to come and make all of the running. But I'm not expecting too much. I'm not expecting great things in terms of continuity and things like that, because like I mentioned, it is going to take us a few games to get used to this new shape. But I saw enough potential in it against Napoli to think, you know what, I really do like this way of playing. So yeah, I'm not expecting fireworks from us today. I'd take a 1-0 win right now, if I'm being honest. And of course, as well as us trying to get used to this formation, we've also got to play against the 4-2-3-1. So with that combination of things, like I said, I would fully take a 1-0 win. I'd like to see us dominate the ball, but that could be a bit difficult till we really get to know this formation. As you see there, it's difficult to know where the runs are going to get triggered and all this, that and the other, but we will get there. I feel, like I said, there was enough potential against Napoli, and I feel confident enough that I want to take this formation forward with us. So we're just going to have to take our time a little bit and get used to it. And that's really shown in this first 15 minutes, where we're having a lot of the ball comfortably. We're not really being pressed by Bologna, which I'm not surprised about with the way that they're set up. We're just going to have to be patient, keep the ball moving, and just wait for that opportunity to come. Let's see, before we do anything here, Mayoral has Veritat behind him. Veritat's carried on his run, but it went to Pedro and it's come to nothing in the end. Bologna can actually come away now. Be interesting to see how many men they throw forward. Torres has picked that up on their right. I'm a bit disappointed there that he's managed to get that cross in, and it's ended up with a cheap corner for Bologna as well. See what they can do with it. Torres whips it in. Oh my life. Good save from Lopez there. It was a decent delivery, that, to be fair, but he's climbed really high for that, if I'm being honest, but he was left a little bit open in the box there. In comes another one, similar sort of delivery. That's not gonna, no, it's on the top, it's on the roof of the netting. That'll do me. We can rebuild from here. And that's what we have been doing. We've just continued in the same vein, really. We're really trying to find our feet with this new shape, this new system. Nothing's really happened as such yet, but it could do here right before half time. Mkhitaryan bangs it in. We finally found that gap. That's that philosophy coming in. That's leaving the 3 men up top. So if we can win the ball back high up the pitch, we've got an instant overload on the opposition. It's worked an absolute treat there. Look at the room that Mickey's got. As soon as the ball reaches him, I know he's going to pop that in the back of the net, and he has done just that. There you go. Nice angle from it. Keeper no chance. And Bologna have been caught out there, and that is exactly my feeling. And he just turns there, the manager, probably looking up at us saying, yes, we have discovered something here, because I really do feel like we have. We've got the players to make this system work as well, so all in all, really happy with that. Bologna won't be happy that it's happened right on half time, but for us that is great news, and it just gives us a little bit of comfort now, knowing we've got the goal, we've got the lead. We can just take our time, let this game come to us now, and continue to try and figure out this formation, sort of master it in a way, but without the pressure of having to go and look for a goal now. So yeah, all in all, good first half, that, pretty happy with it. And we've wasted no time going into the second now. And again, it's just more, it's going to be an experimental second half. We're just going to let this game come to us. It's kind of what I want us to do anyway. Just have the confidence that we can go out there, and if it is a 1-0, it is a 1-0. We were doing that at the beginning of the season, and it worked for us. We got a lot of points at the beginning of the season. So yeah, again, look at the territory at the moment straight away. We're still rolling with that high line, by the way, which has served us pretty well. I think there's nothing wrong with the defensive side of our game at the minute. It's just we have recently, I suppose, conceded a few. Oh, if that had gone through, can you imagine? That would have been all of the season probably. Karsdorp doesn't quite win that header there, which is a little bit disappointing, I'm not going to lie. And he has to get back now. Diawara here, trying to just tidy up again. See, this is what I was talking about, putting pressure on his man. He's a bit out of position at the moment, but he did have to go and try and win that. That was a strange back heel there, but there is Diawara again. He did have a good first half. We had a lot more action going on with the ball in the first half, though, if I'm being honest. And it's been the same this half as well so far, up to the hour point. We've done okay. We're still controlling the game, as you can see. We're just, when Mayoral picks the ball up here, this is one of the bits of this system that we've got to figure out, got to work out. Who is going to run past him and how often is it going to happen? Do we need to trigger it ourselves maybe? All these questions and trying to find answers to, and we're not going to find them all in one game either, I would say that. That's a bit of an oddball there from Bologna. So we've cut ahead to the last 10 minutes of this game, just so as I don't know the result with you guys. Pedro's going to pick this one up on the edge of the box, but nothing comes of it really. There has been one change in this game. Zaniolo has come on actually for Mayoral. Mayoral looked like he really needed a rest. But of course we don't have any natural replacement for him, so the fact that we're winning and we're in control of this game, it feels like at the moment. I've just decided to stick Zani up there, see what he can do. It's kind of a similar role to what I think anyway, to what he's played previously for us. Can Veritout hit one? We know he's got it in his locker, chooses not to. This is nice. Pedro, skips inside his man. Oh, we've seen him do that so many times this season, but he can't quite stick that one away. Unlucky there, but signs of Pedro from the early days of this season. Veritaut's going to whip this one in now. Can we do anything with it? It looked like two of our players actually got in each other's way, but there's mayhem in there. There was really mayhem in that box there. It looked like the keeper had missed the punch almost. Zaniolo now, can he do something here? Nice little back heel. Villar loses it, but I think that's going to be game now anyway. It is indeed, so it is only a 1-0. I said from the beginning that I'd take that. We're in a learning phase at the moment now. It's almost like the first game of the season again in a strange kind of way. But I'm more than happy with that performance. We had around 70% of the ball in this game, I can tell you. We created way more chances than the opposition, so all in all it looks like we're getting back to our best, but it's a bit early to say that yet, so I say it with bated breath. But yeah, I'm really happy with how that game went. There's confirmation of the result, and that is Bologna game all done and dusted. And that being said, it's time to head into the Porto press conference now. It's going to be a tough game, this one, absolutely. Let's see what the press want to know off us though as we're heading into it. So looking at the two squads, it's difficult to pick a winner between us here. We've both got good sides and there's a big prize at stake. I would tend to agree with that. So the actual question is this game too close to call? If I was sitting here doing this live at the moment, the frame of mind that I'm in, I would probably pick that we mustn't be caught out, because yes, we can win the tie today, and yes, I've said that we need to win the tie today just because the games that we've got coming up. but also we can lose the tie quite easily today by conceding too many away goals, so we do have to be mindful of that. Are we looking for more goals than the one we got against Bologna? Absolutely. We go into every game with that attitude though, I feel. Of course you always want to get as many goals as you can get in every game. And at the moment the team's been in and out. I would definitely tend to agree with that again. And we are really working hard at it. We've tried to change things up. We're trying new formations, new things, so I would have gone with that answer, but obviously I didn't feel that at the time. Little by little we are getting better is what we answered that with, but I do believe we're working hard at it. We're definitely, like I said, we're trying new things. We've come across something I believe now that's going to be really positive for us. But as for this game, it is a round of 16. Confirming that some teams have already played, so Leverkusen and look like they've gone through. United, round of 32, sorry, my bad. This is how we've got here then, what we're looking at now. So we've won our group. Don't know how Porto got on in their group, to be honest. We will find out shortly though, if I can find it, that is. They definitely weren't there. Was they actually not in our group? Again, it's been so long, I really can't remember. No, they weren't in our group. So I couldn't find it in the end anyway, but I didn't catch who they beat to get here either, so that was a little bit pointless. But this is what we're going to be going with in terms of formation. Again, the 4-3-3, false 9. The kits are absolutely fine there. Why would I mess with that? I choose not to in the end. That's fair enough then. Yeah, it's the same system we're going to go with, but the lineup will probably change a bit. For instance, we'll probably bring Perez in for this one. For Pedro, I'll probably leave Mickey and Mayoral up there. Especially the form that Mayoral's in and the campaign that he's had in this competition. The midfield three, I'm tempted also almost to bring Cristante in for this one, because I just feel like they are going to be really good on the ball. So it's defensive, but Cristante's a decent passer. Veritaut's I think our best passer at the club. So it's not too much of a issue really. Guidi, as you saw there, is going to come onto the bench just to get him some game time. Mancini's going to come in for this one. Santon as well, because Karsdorp's stamina is a bit sketchy sometimes, so I think that's what we're going to go with. Will we get the result we need today where we don't need to worry about the second leg is the big question. I think it's going to be tough. They're going with that 4-4-1. Felipe Anderson, big fan of his, good player. We're going to have to watch out for him today. Vieira as well. So yeah, they've actually got decent players in every position. So it's going to be a very, very difficult game. But let's jump into it and see what we can do. I'm feeling quite confident actually. We've beaten Napoli, beaten Bologna with a good performance overall. It was only 1-0, but again, it's not about scorelines for me at the moment. It is in this game, of course. I would love to be able to wrap this game up in this leg, but we have to show Porto a lot of respect. Like I said, they've got a good squad, Porto, so it's more hopeful than expectation, of course, that we could get this done in the first leg. But I am expecting a positive result, even if that result does end up being a 0-0. Me rant on about retiring. I've overlooked that. I did not know that was the case. Okay, that's something to have a look at. Oh, that's a great little ball through to Perez there. We've got nobody in the box though. He's going to have to turn back. Santon now has it. He's Cristante. Diawara. Nice little bits of play here. Diawara again. Oh, let me tell you, he's becoming an integral part of this squad. 100%. I really like Diawara. That's well done to get that back to Spinazzola. And you can see we're just starting to go back to our possession-based ways at the moment. And I like that. And just as I say that, of course I've cursed it, and it's a misplaced pass. We've got to be so careful with these. I don't know some of their players, so it's hard to know exactly what we're coming up against. Oh, that's a beautiful little ball there. But Smalling was well in. Good aggressive defending there. Play the ball. Oh, Mickey. That should have gone to Mayoral. He was in. How did I not see that when I was playing this game? That's really disappointing that he was through. If we'd have put him in then, oh man, oh well. What can we do? It's over with now, let's not dwell. Santon picks this one up. Mancini. Really good start from us though, in terms of game control. Really enjoying what I'm seeing at the moment. It's probably not the most exciting for you guys though. Here comes Mayoral now, across the box, great ball that. It's in as well. I didn't exactly know what was going to happen there. It looks like it's an own goal because Mayoral's the one celebrating. He's obviously not going to get credited with it. That's going to be an own goal by the looks of it. Let's just take a closer look at this here. Good little ball through. Great first touch. He's made the run to get in, but we choose the back post, and yeah, mix up between defender and keeper, because honestly I think keeper gets there before Mickey. And it's ended up in the back of the net. That is exactly the start here that we were looking for. 1-0 up already. Manafa with an own goal. And there you go. Manager in contemplation. He's got to be absolutely bursting inside, but he's keeping a lid on it there. It's great stuff. Great stuff. Oh, that is a bad giveaway there. Smalling's out of position now as well. Oh, they've moved that really quickly. Mancini seems to have that covered though. We need him to get back into position really. Santon, he's got the wrong side of it. Oh no. We had the lead for 8 minutes, and it is Felipe Anderson shooting Porto level in the game, but ahead in the tie now with the away goal. Oh, it was such a promising start from us. That's probably the first thing they've done in this game, if I'm being honest. I mentioned Anderson before the game as well, how I really rate him as a player. And yeah, he's burst our bubble a bit here. Well, we just reset and we go again now. What else can we do? Oh, so disappointing. Okay though, we've kicked back off. It's fine. It's only 1-1. Away goals don't matter as long as we win overall the tie. The way that we've started, there's goals still in this game for us. Gonna have to be a little bit more mindful when they turn the ball over, obviously. But yeah, overall again, this 4-3-3, the false 9, what was that, Smalling? We don't need that on a night like this from such an experienced player as well. That was an unforced error, but look at Diawara there. He's got options here as well, and that is the right one that he's picked. Come on, Perez. It's gone just underneath. It's like it got stuck under his feet. What the hell was that? And Porto misplaced pass as well, so at least we get possession of the ball back. And with that, we're into the second half now. Not a lot's happened, to be honest. We're approaching the next landmark in the game, though. I always bring it back around the hour. We need to deal with this situation here. Smalling, what have you done there? And just like that, we're 2-1 down. Wow. Why, oh why did I bother bringing it back there? And it is Anderson again. The goal's come from the same place. It's come from across, down that left wing. Anderson in the box. And just smashing the ball home, which is what he seems to be doing in this game at the moment. Smalling has had to come out, but then he just kind of stops. It's very, very bizarre that I didn't tell him to stop. I know that much. But bang, there you go, half volley. What a finish from what is a great, great player. Me personally, like I said, I picked him out before the game. I really like the guy. And well, he's starring in this, isn't he, at the minute? He's almost got his hat-trick. We cannot let that happen, that's for sure. And now we have got to go out there and we've got to get a goal back without conceding again. I really, this is football, of course. This is why we love it, whether it's in real life, in-game, whatever. I know that we get a bad rap for, well, FIFA gets a bad rap, I should say, for momentum in games and scripting and stuff, but I can understand that online, but for things like we're doing here with career mode and that, yeah, of course it's frustrating, of course it is, but sometimes sport in itself, when you're watching it, is frustrating as well if things aren't going your team's way, or if you're watching boxing, for example, your fighter's way. You can apply it to anything really. Oh, hold that thought for a minute, because Santon is not gonna fire us back into this game. I really thought it was 2-2 at that point, but no, we have to keep going. But yeah, the point I'm making is sport doesn't always go your way, and I actually like that that's in the game, because it adds that unpredictability to it, as frustrating as it might be sometimes. But that was the point that I was trying to make there. It does make things more unpredictable, and I for one like that. Here we go now, Kristant. Oh, we got a lucky bounce there. Oh, but what a save from the keeper that is. Oh, that could be the margins in this tie, because it feels a little bit like that things are just going the way of Porto at the minute. I see Anderson, he's in there again, but they don't choose him this time, which is interesting. Spinazzola's dealt with that quite well. Well, I'll say that again, giving the ball away. Oh, this is bad at the moment. Oh, it's really bad. Really, really bad at the back. We need to sort that out. Mayoral now, he's got to just hold this up. He's not really got much support. Mkhitaryan, come on lads, you need to be getting in the box. Gone to the back stick here. No, nothing doing. Have we got a corner at least? Just 10 minutes to go. I'm letting this run. I am just letting it run, guys. Might make the video a bit longer, but who cares? I'm kind of on the edge of my seat here. I want to know how this plays out, so I'm not cutting forwards to see the result or anything like that. We're going to ride this one out together. Oh, beautiful from Mayoral. He's Mickey now. Through to Perez. Weren't the greatest ball. That's not really what he's in the team to do, though, to be fair. He's had such a good campaign. We need him to have another moment in this game. They're pulling our centre-backs out so badly in this leg. If I was doing this live, definitely in the next leg I would pull our full-backs back and not have them going forwards. But obviously it's pre-recorded, so I can't do nothing about that now. But here we go, Kristant. Just over 5 minutes of this game to go with injury time as well. Mayoral into Veritout. He's got Mickey open, he uses him. We need a run from Mayoral there, even if it's just to take the defenders away, which is what it does. Veritout, a little bit of room now. Done really well to skip over that challenge. Ball roll. And it comes to nothing again. A little bit too much from Jordan there. He done well initially to get past a couple of challenges. He's Spinazzola. Mkhitaryan now. He's Perez. I see a run made to the right. It's Kristant. It's got to be 2-2 here. It is getting last minutes of the game, and we're right back in the tie. And it's Kristant of all people who comes in, a defensive midfielder. The guy's played centre back for us this season, that has just rescued us in this tie. Composes himself with a first touch. I thought he might go for Mayoral. That's what I would have done in that position, but no, he was confident enough and he sticks that in the side netting, and we have just pulled ourselves back into this tie. Oh my god, what a finish. What a finish to what has been a good game actually. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. I've got into this one big time. Oh, what a moment. That is such a huge moment. The difference between them going back home with a lead to protect to them now having to go back home with work to do. That is a massive moment. We could look back at that moment as if we go through the biggest moment of this tie. Felipe Anderson, star of the show, absolutely, in terms of the game in general. I would say that our man of the match, to be fair, in this one would either be Cristante for that moment, which seems a little bit unfair because I think Diawara again had a brilliant game. And from that we go to the game against Juve. It's going to end the episode, this game goes, because of course we didn't wrap up the tie against Porto, so yeah, this is going to be how we finish the episode, and what a way to finish it as well. Juventus doesn't get much bigger, does it? Their current form, by the way, as you know, in the league, they're really pushing us. They've won all 3 of their last games. They beat Atalanta away 2-1, at 4-0, sorry. They beat Parma at home 2-0, and they beat Milan away 2-0 as well. The last result against us, though, they lost 2-1. Of course, we're not really that side anymore, but it's encouraging knowing that we can beat them. We have beat them, but we can't be giving the ball away like that. Like I said, they're really pushing us in the league at the moment. We're both on 65 points, so it is a huge game, this one. There's no getting away from it. Oh, beautiful stuff again from Diawara there. Winning the ball back high up the pitch, exactly what we need, and we very nearly got through because of that. That could be a key in today's game. We've won it back high again there. Oh, poor final ball. Poor final ball. If Mayoral was our own player, I would probably put him in some sort of drill where he can work on his passing. Bernardeschi there has absolutely just rinsed Spinazzola. That's kind of nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie. Thankfully they come back, moving it across. Diawara misses the tackle this time, which is rare. The ball roll gets them into the box, but nothing comes of that one. Interestingly, Juventus have not got Ronaldo on the pitch today. Oh, what have we done there? That was a shaky moment from Diawara as well. I feel like Juve are doing their best to try and press the ball at the moment. Veritat, just run here. Checks back. Oh, he's done well there actually. And now Mayoral's in space. Come on, lad. He's finished it. It is 1-0 against Juve. And Mayoral, this guy, honestly, I am going to miss him so much when he goes back to Madrid. Veritat there, his strength and determination is brilliant. Mayoral takes the time, composes himself, just passes that one in. It is a brilliant finish. Oh, what a game. What a start to the game as well. 1-0 up against Juve at home. Big moment again. 8 goals for Mayoral. Like I said, if we'd have started him at the beginning of the season, he could be well on his way to his 20s now, I reckon. It's not just his goals either, he gets a lot of assists, does Mayoral. We're really going to miss him when he goes back to Madrid. He's on the ball again here now. Villar. Can Pedro make that run? He does, but doesn't really get in behind. Let's put it back to Villar though. Back to Pedro again. Karsdorp even wider here. Oh, rare for us with a cross there, and it nearly paid off. Wow, I weren't expecting that, and it very nearly produced a goal there. Here's Villar again. We have got Juve on the rack at the moment. We need to capitalise on this, and what a ball that is. And we are capitalising on it because it's 2-0 now against Juve. And it is that combination of Mayoral and Villar again. They have got such good chemistry, those two. It could affect Villar's form as well when Mayoral goes back to Madrid. Brilliant little move there. Unreal start to the game. We are definitely starting to look more ourselves. And this formation, I'll tell you what, I'm really enjoying it at the moment. And there it is, Mayoral and Villar. Really, really good understanding on the pitch, these two. It's only Villar's second of the season, but don't forget he missed a huge chunk of it at the beginning. We couldn't find a way to get him in. But he's in now, and he's not going nowhere. And Juventus have got it all to do now. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Ronaldo very early in the second half, the way this is going. But I can't believe that I'm actually about to ask this question. Here goes Karsdorp now, winning it back again. Oh, we'll get it away this time though. But before Ronaldo enters the pitch, or even before half time, the way the game's going, could it be possible that we could get one more and potentially put Juve out of sight before half time? That would be absolutely insane if we could do that, but we need to keep this back door closed as well. Jesus wins the tackle there, but Bernardeschi doesn't lose the ball, and that is always a worrying sign in this year's FIFA. Diawara's going to come out now. He's missed the tackle, and save Lopez, and then just boot it clear. Yeah, you can tell when you're winning tackles but not getting the ball, it does give you an uneasy feeling in this year's FIFA. There's no two ways about it. Karsdorp's been absolutely spun there. Coleman runs into Jesus though, who gives him no room, and here we go again on the counter now. Diawara is running this one up. It's not the greatest ball into Mickey from Veritout, so he gets it back. Veritout gets it back into Mickey again. Nice little movements here. Oh, nearly got Villar in there. Very nearly got Villar in. Juve bring this one away now. And again, I'm just letting this game run at the moment. This could end up being a long video. But at the moment, it's just, I'm really enjoying the football that I'm watching, which is very unusual for the way that we've played for most of the season, where we've been really slow and composed. But we seem to be a bit more slick in this system, but still manage to control the ball for large parts of the game. This doesn't look good. Good block in the end. Still not away yet though. Diawara comes out. Just look at him. What a star he is. Oh, he's poked it away as well, and we could be in behind here. Mayoral rides the tackle. Just play Pedro through. Please play him through. If not, you best finish this, because Pedro was in. Wrong decision there. Pedro wins it back high up the pitch again though, and that has been a feature of this first half. Can we get it back once again? I don't think it matters at this point. That's going to be half time surely. And there it is. What a first half. What a game so far. Really, again, enjoying this one. Such as the way that first half has gone as well, I feel confident enough that we can make a couple of changes here. Just get some of the tired legs off the pitch. So we're going to take Veritout out, and probably bring Cristante in. We're 2-0 up now. That's a perfectly common sense change, I feel. Who else? Anybody else at this point? I feel like Pedro's having a bit of a quiet one maybe, but Mayoral, we need to keep him fresh. So again, do we go with Zaniolo as centre forward? Give it another go. I mean, we're 2-0 up at this point. Could bring Perez on, swap Perez then for Mickey or Pedro maybe. Even give the youngster a chance. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. Guidi comes in for Mkhitaryan for Mayoral. And yeah, we're just going to drop back just a touch. Make sure, if we can, that we don't concede anything. And here we go then into the second half. If we do the same again, we're going to be absolutely fine in this one. We might not have quite as much going forward with Veritout off the pitch now, but I do feel that we'll be okay. We don't need to be playing the risky passes, trying to get him behind or anything like that at the moment. You saw there that Juve have had more of the ball, which I was fully expecting before the game, to be honest. They are on paper better than we are, so you kind of would expect that, and they're in great form themselves. So As long as we keep it tight and don't concede an early goal. Did you see that for a ball? Then I think we're going to be alright in this one. Here we go now. Villar just standing up, beating Sandro as well. Good play from him there. Mickey is free here. Oh, and he has spotted an absolute beaut of a ball to Guidi. Go on, lad, against Juve. He has as well. It is 3-0 against Juve, and our youth academy product comes onto the pitch. He's not been on the pitch 10 minutes yet, and he bangs one in against Juventus of all sides. What a ball from Mickey. But that all started winning the ball back again with Villar. Gets it up to Mickey. Guidi's making the right run. Mickey picks him out. He's still got work to do to beat the keeper, to be fair, Szczesny there, but he does it well. He sticks it away, and what a moment for him. What a moment for us. And now I feel that Juve could be out of sight. I want to say that's his first goal. It is as well. What a moment for the lad. Wow. What an end to this episode. Really got into this last couple of games. Oh, we've been defending for the most part, but not defending where I've cut any action out for you guys. We've contained Juve really well since the third goal. They have made a change. Interestingly, still no Ronaldo on the pitch. Maybe they just feel it's not worth bringing him on in this situation. I don't know. But yeah, they haven't. He's literally not on the pitch. Dybala though has got the ball there. Or he had it until Jesus came along and took it off for him. This guys is going to be the last bit of action in this episode. Again, I've so enjoyed making this episode. I hope that's come across, and I hope more than anything that you guys have enjoyed it too. This game might not be done yet though, because Cristante, I think Guidi might just be offside this time. He is. Only just though. The form that we've shown in the last couple of games going forward, we're starting to look like a more exciting team, I feel. We've just got to balance that out with not conceding, which we're managing to do just at the moment. I didn't see who come on there. Surely they've not. No, they've not brought Ronaldo on. I don't think we're going to see him in this game now, which is a shame. He is my favourite player. But yeah, I can't pick their team for them, can I? Can we get one more here? He's Guidi. There's just 3 minutes to go in this one now. Chiellini has marshalled him well there though, to be fair. And then loses his composure, which is very unlike him. Juve have been rattled today, there's no doubt about it. Spinazzola now. I think we might just opt to see this one out. It's looking that way, but then hold the phone, not for, surely. Oh my god, it's for. Cristante again, just rescued us at the very end of the last game in the Europa League, and at the very end of this one goes and bangs himself a goal in and makes it 4-0 against the side that was level with us on points in the league, battling it out for second. I think Inter might have wanted a draw today, but we were having none of that. What a display this has been. This 4-3-3 false 9 is absolutely here to stay. I'm having so much fun playing in this system. I've never ever used it before, but like I say, I'm really enjoying it. Just wow, really. So yeah, we're nearly at full time now, so this is going to be the end of the episode. If you've enjoyed it, please do leave a like, hit that subscribe. For what has been a return to form, I feel, in this episode. But yeah, I think that's going to be it from me, guys, because that is indeed full time. We're going out on a massive high here in this episode. Absolutely just took Juventus apart. I couldn't be happier, honestly. Whether it'll have any effect on Inter, who knows. But yeah, we're not really looking there, to be honest. But once again, that's going to do it from me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've absolutely loved it, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.